working on it.
What's taking so long? I thought you knew this place.
I do. Don't rush me.
With episode 2 out, we have a lot of new things happening in Valorant, and especially Valorant made sure to tease us the next episode act from episode 2 act 1 to episode 2 act 2. And I think this is a great way to actually interact with your audience and leave a bit of cues on what the next agent and map might be. Now we have some unanswered questions about what these pictures could mean, and honestly we don't know the answer yet. But here is what I heard from the developers themselves. Listen to this.
Does Memento Mori have anything to do with Yoru?
Not with Yoru.
Well,
Oh.
I guess if you're gonna say it, we're gonna say it.
I mean, I'm okay saying no to something. That's totally fine.
Okay, I guess we'll put the teaser wherever we want, and sometimes maybe there won't be a teaser for the next agent. So we wanted to mix it up. We wanted to keep you guys guessing a little bit.
So technically, the last battle pass had 2 agent teasers in it. One of which was Yoru's insane ninja mask, and then Memento Mori something else in the future, perhaps.
Yeah.
Perhaps.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not going to always put the agent tease in the same slot or always have an agent tease.
Okay.
There'll be all sorts of teases. Lots of the things are teases of how did you phrase it, Marino? It's like past, current, future stuff, right?
Yeah, and then when we sort of because the battle pass isn't necessarily telling the story of Valorant, but it is like sort of acknowledging things that are happening in the story.
So here is what we do know about this current map, and it's most likely gonna get revealed tomorrow. If you're watching this, you probably, I'm hoping I'm right, the map has already been revealed. However, if not, you can take this video very, very seriously, because what I'm about to say next is very important. There is a lot of things Valorant themselves have posted that want us to find the true meaning of it that has not been yet revealed. And I had a high suspicion that they actually release content way months before it actually releases. So for example, they release pictures of maps, pictures of new agents before they come out, and this could mean they release something in early episode 2 and it later comes out in even episode 3, or just never comes out. It's a scrapped content. It's a really good marketing strategy, and I pretty much love researching about this. But keeping this in mind, they did mention that anything they put or teased could end up being in the game. That's something very important to note, and looking that most of this stuff hasn't been found out, I think we can take a look deeper and actually see if it relates to anything. One thing I do want to mention here is that we haven't even been seeing much of the maps, for example the castle map or anything about that. Also, by the time you're watching this, WWF Fest is up and they're actually most likely teasing a new map. They haven't teased anything so far, so we're just gonna be looking at what the next map and agent could be. There is something very interesting and funny. For every single agent, there is their specific map. So for example, Ray should have her own map and Killjoy should have her own German map. And this is exactly what we are seeing in these games. Real-life location, events, and maps were something we also saw in Overwatch and other specific games. However, it's very important to note here that Valorant is in very, very early stages. Although it's only been a year, their initial offering is that it's gonna have a 10-year development. But enough of that, let's look at the maps we're gonna be seeing. So this is a potential teaser they actually put out there, and it was actually never solved. Now, it was put as a little Easter egg that they have as a thank you gift. They actually made it very, very hidden. So nobody could find it unless they looked on their Instagram live page, as the video was kind of buggy and freezing out. And unless you were a content creator, you wouldn't pay much attention to it. However, it's very important to note here that this wasn't posted recently and some time has passed since this was posted. A lot of speculation came around, is this gonna be the new map, is this gonna be this and that? Well, actually, this artwork is most likely a map we're gonna be seeing in the future. It could be that, or it could also be just some random artwork they decided to scrap. If you can see here, the only picture I know of makes some sense is these little ship we can see, as I'm guessing, and it still doesn't make any sense to us. What we can be speculating though is that the new agent that's gonna come out in the future could be connected to this. Now this could potentially be a monster terrain with something like a sky factory, which I've been saying in my previous videos, but it will collide for what they're aiming right now. In the next 10 years we're gonna see at least 20 new maps, and it's definitely possible that they're slowly working their way up on releasing more and more maps that are actually connected with lore and have everything and are really competitively good. That being said, Bridge Between Worlds card that just came out, it's on tier 38, but it doesn't make any actual sense. How is it connected? We do not know. And one important fact to know about this, it couldn't be connected to the new map at all, but it's teased on the same tier for some reason. We don't have any proof right now. Something that has been teased a long time was Valorant's first try castle map. Now the castle map is something we might be seeing in the future. A lot of people have been talking about this castle map. Other than one picture, we don't have a lot of information. A castle map, how would it confide with lore? Where would it be set? A lot of German castles are out there, and so Valorant and Killjoy's German castle maps could go together with this. That being said, also one very important thing to note, very early stages of Valorant. Valorant was actually a mix of futuristic and medieval agents, as we can see here, for example. And what you can know from this is that a castle map could go with lore with what we are seeing. However, modern weapons and medieval times don't go together. I'm definitely interested if we're ever gonna see a castle map, but I have no doubt we're gonna be seeing something nice. Now we have a more recent teaser that nobody's talking about, and that is Yoru's Turkish kind of like map. We don't actually know where this is set, but it looks like an older factory to me. We're not exactly sure where it is and how it's set, but one thing we know for sure, the next map for Act 2 is not yet known. We don't even know what the maps are gonna be like, and the mystery just keeps it real. Speaking about episode 2, something I've already mentioned in my previous videos is who the heck are these two agents? Are they agents or are they Kingdom employees? Only time will tell. However, there is one thing to keep in mind. They were put there intentionally for us to find. Will we know soon? Considering they're put with the other agents, it could be very likely they're joining the team soon. One thing we know for sure is that Valorant has a lot of secrets and unsolved mysteries we have not seen this year. And it's very important to know that more unsolved mysteries will be coming out. Some will have answers, some never will. But what's important to keep in mind here, Valorant loves to tease us, and I will be breaking down every single one of them. Now, if you want more Valorant content, be sure to subscribe. I really appreciate you being here, and this is Fatman, signing out. Peace, guys.